Hello everyone, this is the answer video for the 15 statements about me, 3 of which are lies tag. And if you haven't seen the original video, I'll put a link right here. And then I'll move it over here. So if you haven't seen the original video, there's going to be some link to it, so that you know, if you don't want to cheat. This is for, you know, subscribers in the future. If you don't want to cheat, hit the original video first, then come back to this one. And so let's get started. Number 1, I majored in English under the creative writing track for my bachelor's degree. That is true. And the YouTube user that has known me for the longest time on YouTube, the Doctor Who nerd, got that wrong. Number 2, my favorite book, Seize the Day by Saul Bellow, short story, The Catbird Seat by James Thurber, and play Danny in the Deep Blue Sea by John Patrick Shanley. That's all true, and I highly recommend that you do not read Danny in the Deep Blue Sea. You should go see someone enact Danny in the Deep Blue Sea. And if you read it, you will know why I recommend that you see it enacted. It is quite graphic, and it's wonderful to watch. Number 3, I majored in psychology with emphasis on behaviorism for my bachelor's degree. That is also true. And Violently Graceful and Cranium on Empty, 2 of the YouTube users that I've interacted with the most since getting on YouTube, they both got it wrong. And I think the reason why is because I set up number 1 and number 3, you know, to look like they were mutually exclusive. But the fact is, I double majored when I got my bachelor's degree from University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. And for Cranium on Empty, he saw this coming. He actually put it in the statement, in the comment section, that he thought there was something up about me, you know, putting 2 statements that look like they might be mutually exclusive. So, and then he still walked right into it. And then for Violently Graceful, for getting it wrong, what I did for him is I've decided to mock the way that he makes his bed in the back of his videos by putting a green blanket over my pillows like this. Only, you know, his bed, you can like bounce a quarter off of it. And yeah, this is Chris, Violently Graceful, when he makes his bed. This is my mockery of it. Okay, so number 4, I listed my favorite psychologists, and they were true, and they're the pioneers of behaviorism. And if you don't know what behaviorism is, I will sum it up like this. There's an invisible force field around my skin right now. It's just on the outside of my dermis and on the inside of my clothes, okay? So if you're going to try to make a reason for why I'm behaving some way, if you're going to make a hypothesis, nothing can be inside that force field. It has to be outside. So all the things that behaviorism has to deal with are all parts of the environment that are affecting your behavior. And I think that the greatest amount of true knowledge in psychology has come from behaviorism. Number 5, My mother is currently receiving psychiatric care after a Long Beach Police Department SWAT team had to be called in to extract her from her house because she would not open the door to a policeman. Violently Graceful got this wrong, and then he apologized in case he was wrong about getting it wrong. I don't know. It's true. My cousin Johnny went to her house and told her to stop watering the lawn with a hose by just leaving the hose on and then leaving it in the yard all day because the water bill got really high, and my family takes care of my mother and pays all the bills. And the water bill was like $200. So what my cousin Johnny says is that she kept on saying, "Where's my matches? Where's my matches?" Like she was wanting to, in a fit of frustration, burn the house down. So they called the police, and the police came, and she didn't want to talk to the first guy, so they brought in a SWAT team and busted down her door and took her in, and she's in a psychiatric institution right now as this video is being made. But she called me from there with her doctor in the room, and when I asked her about whether it was true, whether she was going to burn the house down, she told me she never said anything like that. She told Johnny that she was going to light him on fire. So, there you go. Number 6. I am presently a union construction electrician and instrumentation technician. That is also true. Yes, my union sticker bug. Yeah, I use the trade that I learned in the Army to make money. I don't believe in going to school to learn just what your employer wants you to know. I think that you should go to school to better yourself. Number 7. I'm a disabled vet of the United States Army. That is true. 10% disabled. As of now. Number 8. I did not receive my driver's license until I was 19 years old and already in the Army, and I learned to drive in a Humvee and an expandable 5-ton truck. That is also true. Before I went into the Army, I only had a permit that said that I could drive during the daylight hours alone, and I never took the initiative to go get my driver's license before I joined the Army. And when I got to my first duty station in the Army, they said, for the first few weeks that you're here, you're going to do nothing but drive, and you're getting your driver's license. End of story.